And by the way, lest you forget, there's an actual game to be played. And no one's talking about the matchup. They're just busy talking about this potentiality for a lawsuit. So let me ask you what you expect in this game on Saturday.
Yeah, it's Michigan's first big game of the year. And it's November 11th, right? They've cruised to 9 fairly easy victories. And their whole season is Penn State Saturday. They get Maryland next week and then Ohio State. And then onward if they can run that gauntlet. So I think that to me this game is about JJ McCarthy, the Michigan quarterback. I covered Ohio State, Penn State a couple weeks ago. Penn State is not an explosive offense. The one reason they have a terrific defense. If they cannot make big plays, they're not going to score a ton of points. We'll see. But if that's the case, same thing. The one thing that beat Penn State was basically Ohio State receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. making plays downfield. Michigan does not have a Marvin Harrison Jr. Nobody has a Marvin Harrison Jr., but they do have this quarterback that is a Heisman candidate, has put up big numbers. He's experienced. This is a J.J. McCarthy game to win. If he plays very well and is moving the ball and scoring points, I'm not sure Penn State can keep up. So how J.J. McCarthy plays in this game, to me, will be the deciding factor of the game.
At this point, do you think this is JJ's Heisman to lose?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think there's a bunch of candidates out there. Michael Penix. I still think Jaden Daniels had an incredible year. You could have Bo Nix. You could have there's many players that are having terrific seasons. So I think JJ's in that mix. But obviously, if he puts up huge numbers, Penn State and Ohio State and stuff like that, yeah, he could conceivably win it. But right now, he just needs to score some points and play really well on the road at Happy Valley. It's not at night. It's not that whiteout at night, but that's not an easy place to play. It should be, and that's a very good Penn State defense. Very good.
What stories in college football are we missing because we're so myopic about this story that's happening right now?
We love scandals in college football now. I mean, they've
never happened before. It's so weird. I've always known a very normal and placid college football experience.
Yeah, we love it.
Just ask Jim Tressel. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand the people I wish this. I know this is the stuff everybody lives for. I mean, I don't know that we're missing a lot if you're really into it, but there's some good games. I mean, it's going to be a terrific. Ole Miss is at Georgia this weekend. I don't know if that's getting any attention. Ole Miss is 9. Can Ole Miss step up in class? They've been a very, very good program under Lane Kiffin, but when they get to the Alabamas and perhaps Georgias of the world, not that it's some shameful thing, they can't really compete or haven't competed at the level I think they would like. They get another chance Saturday down in Athens to upset everything here. I think that's obviously the other big game. And then there's Utah, which is perennially just maybe the toughest team to beat in the Pac-12. They're playing Washington this weekend. Washington's undefeated, rolling along. Does Utah play a role like they did last year in upsetting USC's playoff hopes? Do they mess it up? So there's some terrific games. There's all sorts of different stories. College football is awesome, and we love it, but we love the scandals too. And it'll all get sorted out. If you're not too emotionally invested, it can be entertaining.
Oh, please! Every college football fan is emotionally invested. Before we lose you, what are your thoughts on USC at the moment?
Well, the defense really hurt them. I mean, I think there'll be a time, or maybe it's already there, where USC and USC fans will look back and see we had Caleb Williams and couldn't win. In a different scale, I liken it to when Patrick Mahomes was at Texas Tech, and you look back and go, gee, how didn't you win more games? You had Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying Caleb Williams will be Patrick Mahomes, but this was a terrific football player, and it just didn't quite hit as a team the way they wanted. They were on the cusp of the playoff last year. Obviously, it's not going to happen this year. So I think there'd probably be a lot of frustration, and it's really the defense letting them down.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.